Hello everyone, my name is Lance Robert Jr., aka LJ, from Truth Be Told. Today, I'll be presenting my poem, African American, What Does It Mean to Be, that I wrote back in 2021 and I've recently revised. Essentially, this poem exemplifies the experiences of African Americans, like myself, from our time in Africa, our ancestors, right, to now as African Americans and what we need to do today. And of course, it toys with the overarching existential question of what it means to be African American. And so without further ado, here is African American. What does it mean to be? African American, what does it mean to be? To answer that question, we must look back at our history. When in Africa, we were part of numerous ethnic groups. Before, we weren't all merged into just one coop. We spoke our own language, advanced our own advancements. We didn't need the white man's enhancements. But with a complex of himself upon a throne, he pillaged and invaded our zone. He forced us into labor and rotted our health, all while he used us for generational wealth. But even still, we prevailed, and we remember from where we hailed. Our African identity shall never spoil. We have roots that run deep through the African soil. African American, what does it mean to be? To answer that question, we must look back at our history. Having been subject to this new era, we couldn't just travel back to the Sahara. We were part of a new tribe, and by our conditions, circumscribed. After the Civil War, the Union troops could withdraw, but that only began Jim Crow law. Separate but equal, separate and unfair. It wasn't just that we didn't share, we were denied dignity, basic human rights. But we remembered our African blood, and boy, did we fight. We overturned the horrible rule, we brought about the fall of the law so cruel. African American, what does it mean to be? To answer that question, we must look back at our history. In our time here, the American was annexed to our souls. They've tried and tried, but ultimately failed to take control. Our Africanness did not subside. We are still full of African pride. Yet the oppression we face is not over, and far from it. But we, the black people, will never submit. In order to form a more perfect nation, to put an end to society's demarcation, establish justice and tranquility, to begin a dynasty of stability, make this place a haven rooted in our people's liberty, to ourselves and our posterity. African American, what does it mean to be? To answer that question, we must look at how it has reflected back on you and me. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more poetry readings. Like this video and share this video, and subscribe to Truth Be Told for more content. And as always, stay true to yourself.